Hello, folks, and welcome back once again to twitch.tv/gameswithnick. We are continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy VII tonight. The way we left it off, Aerith got kidnapped because she was trying to protect Marlene, Barrett's daughter. And so we're on a rescue mission that is taking us to the very top of the Shinra headquarters. And we see Aerith, we just have not quite gone to save her yet. No. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna pull Tifa out. I feel like there was something I meant to do. Before I move on. Maybe an equipment thing? Ah, yes. No, I remember now. Materia. Barrett. Do not have lightning elemental. Instead... let me equip you with resist poison. Alright. Oh. Aerith! Aerith? Oh, is that her name? What do you want? We're taking Aerith back. Outsiders. Should've noticed earlier, you. There's so many frivolous things in this world. Are you going to kill me? I don't think you should. The equipment here is extremely delicate. Without me, who could operate it, Ugh. That's right. I recommend you think things out logically before you make any rash moves. Now, bring in the specimen! Cloud, help! What do you think you're doing? Lending a helping hand to an endangered species. Both of them are on the brink of extinction. If I don't help, all these animals will disappear. Animal? That's terrible. Aerith is a human being. You're gonna pay. Barrett, can't you do anything? Alright, step back. Damn! What are you doing? Oh, my precious specimens! Hell yeah, Red. Now's our chance to get Aerith. Thanks, Cloud. Cloud, what's wrong? The elevator is moving. This is no ordinary specimen. This is a very ferocious specimen. What voice don't I give Red 13? He's very strong. I'll help you all out. It talked? I'll talk as much as you want later, miss. We'll take care of that monster. Somebody take Aerith somewhere safe. Tifa, I'm counting on you. What's your name? Hojo has named me Red 13. A name with no meaning whatsoever to me. Call me whatever you wish. Yeah, we're gonna stick with Red 13. Come on. So they're poison, but we don't really worry about it. And we focus down the main guy. All right. Oh, we got a new, well, we actually don't like that, particular, limit break for Barret because it drains off MPs, I think, so... Aerith, you alright? He seems alright. In many ways. I have a right to choose, too. I don't like two-legged things. What are you? Uninformed question, but difficult to answer. I am what you see. You must have many questions, but first, let's get out of here. I'll lead the way. Cloud, so you did come for me. I apologize for what happened back there. I was merely acting to throw Hojo off guard. Now we've saved Aerith, and no need to be in this building, so let's get the hell out of here. If all five of us go together, we'll be noticed. Let's break up in 2 groups. I probably need to level up Aerith a little bit. I don't know. I just got rid of 13, but that's maybe probably why I shouldn't have him in there. Yeah, let's stick with the lower level ones. We can use extra spirit. Give Barrett's to Tifa. Actually, let's switch this to this. Alright, you know, let me do something. Cancel, change party. Menu. I guess Aerith also has a carbon bangle. Okay, never mind. Boom. Okay. Later! Meet up at a 66th floor elevator. Don't be late. You know where the elevator is? The 66th floor. Let's grab this enemy skill materia. Pointless to equip it because it doesn't actually level up. Potions. No! Please don't kill me! I only did what Hojo told me to do. To prove it to you. Here, this is the keycard to the 68th floor. Would I be doing this if I was the enemy? Hell yeah, Aerith! Fucking sick. If only had some more HP, to be honest, but... Jeez, Bolt 2? Alright. How do I get to the elevator? Funny how straight up physical damage Aerith does. Oh, duh! Was on the lower floor. Couple potions. Where are you going? Everyone's waiting for us at the 66th floor elevator. Guess we'll be going down then. Warning, warning. Alright, that was weird. '66th floor. Weren't you waiting for me at the 66th floor elevator? Oh. Oh, shit. Hey, what is it? Would you press up, please? Turks! Must be a trap. This must have been a real thrill to you. Did you enjoy it? Yeah. They got you too. Where's Aerith? In a safe place. She's the last surviving ancient. Don't you know? They call themselves the Cetra and lived thousands of years ago. Now they're just a forgotten page in history. Cetra. The girl's a survivor of the Cetra. Cetra, or the Ancients, will show us the way to the Promised Land. I'm expecting a lot out of her. Promised Land? Isn't that just a legend? Even so, it is far too appealing to not to pursue. It's been said the Promised Land is very fertile. If the land is fertile, then there's gotta be Mako. Exactly. Which is why our money-making Mako reactor is necessary. The abundant Mako will flow out on its own. That is where Neo Midgar will be built. Shinra's new glory. Shit! Quit daydreaming! Oh, really? Don't you know? These days all it takes for your dreams to come true is money and power. Well, that is all for our meeting. Come on, out of this way. Hold it! I got a lot to say to you. Barrett getting manhandled. If there's anything else, talk to my secretary. Can I get out? Kinda hard. Don't give up. I wonder how Barrett is doing. Hey! Aerith is an ancient, and the real name of the ancient is Cetra. The ancients know where the Promised Land is, and the Shinra is searching for that Promised Land. I only heard stories about this Promised Land. I don't know if it really exists. Is that right? The Shinra believe that the Promised Land is full of Mako energy. Which means if the Shinra get there, they'll suck up all the Mako energy. And the land will wither away. The planet's gonna get weaker. I can't just leave him be. I'm recruiting new members. Me, Tifa, Cloud, and Aerith too. How about you? You're so dead boring. Grandpa. Grandpa? Grandpa.
What's so funny? Nothing. Ha ha.
Cloud, are you there? Aerith? You safe? Yeah, I'm alright. I knew that Cloud would come for me.
Hey, I'm your bodyguard, right?
The deal was for one date, right? Oh, I get it. Tifa? Tifa, you're there too? Excuse me. You know, Aerith, I have a question. What? Does the Promised Land really exist? I don't know. All I know is the Citra were born from the planet, speak with the planet, and unlock the planet. And then the Citra will return to the Promised Land, a land that promises supreme happiness. What does that mean? More than words. I don't know.
Speak with the planet? That's dumb.
Just what does the planet say? It's full of people and noisy. That's why I can't make out what they're saying.
You hear now? That's dumb.
I only heard it at the church in the slums. Mother said that Midgar was no longer safe. That is, my real mother. Someday I'll get us out of Midgar. Speak with the planet and find my promised land. That's what Mom said. I thought I would stop hearing her voice as I grew up, but...
Let's just get some sleep.
Huh? The door is open. When did it open? What's happened? Yo, Tifa! 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 Tifa, wake up! What's wrong? Something's wrong. Look outside. I wonder what happened. You have the key on him. Come on, Tifa, get Aerith. I'll go ahead, Barret, and the others. Barret, Red 13. Come with me. Something's wrong.
How'd you get in? Why's the door open?
This is kind of eerie. Must have been attacked by...
The hell's going on?
No human could have done this. I'll go on ahead.
I'll clear up back here, so you guys go ahead. And don't get caught by Shinra.
Come on, let's follow Red 13. So I have... Okay, great. The party that I wanted. Okay. Whoa. What's happening here?
Genova specimen. Looks like it went to the upper floor using that elevator for the specimens. Make a save. I can't override this save, I think. It looks like it leads up. There is a straight up blood trail. Yo. Brain pod. Weak against holy. Not very helpful. How about this guy? Zanine. Also weak against holy. Oh, come on, why is a physical attack not enough to wake up Aerith? That's lame. Yeah, let's heal up next battle. Whoa. He's dead. The head of Shinra is dead. Then the sword must be... Sephiroth! Sephiroth is alive? Looks like it. Only Sephiroth can use that sword. Who cares who did it? This is the end of Shinra. Please don't kill me! What happened? Sephiroth! Sephiroth came. Did you see him? Did you see Sephiroth? Yeah, I saw him with my own eyes. You really saw him? When I had a time like this, I heard his voice too. He said something about not letting us have the Promised Land. Then does that mean the Promised Land really does exist and that Sephiroth's here to save it from Shinra? So he's a good guy then. Save the Promised Land? A good guy? No way. It's not that simple. I know him. Sephiroth's mission is different. Rufus! Shit! I forgot about him. Who's that? Vice President Rufus, the president's son. Alright. Oh, I see, okay.
Sorry, reading ahead on the guide. Okay. So Sephiroth was actually here, by the way. Just who are you? I'm Cloud, ex-soldier, first class. I'm from Avalanche. Me too. A flagger from the slums. A research specimen. What a crew. Well, I'm Rufus, president of Shinra Inc.
You're only president because your old man died.
Correct. I'll let you hear my inauguration speech. Father tried to control the world with money, and that worked for him. The people believed that Shinra would protect them. Work at Shinra, get your pay. If terrorists attack, the Shinra army will help you. It looked perfect on the outside. But I do things differently. I'll control the world with fear. It's too much to do it like my old man. A little fear will control the minds of the common people. There is no reason to waste good money on them. He likes to make speeches just like his father. Get Aerith out of the building.
What?
I'll explain later. Barrett, this is the real crisis for the planet.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
I'll explain later. Just take my word for now. Sorry. Got too excited there. I'll explain later. Just take my word for now. I'll go after I take care of him.
Alright, Cloud.
Cloud, I just thought of something. I'll wait for Cloud. Everyone, get to the elevator. It's getting to get pretty ugly from here on. We should check on our equipment. Alright, so we need to give both her and him. Actually, what can I equip Red? I'd rather do 4 slots. Barrett also needs shit. Okay, let's just do... So you're gonna need fire and ice. Oh, elemental only works with actual elemental materia. Let me remove this from you. Pop him a cover. He'll get a steal. He'll get... Restore all. Ice. Poison. And sense. Alright, so everything is equipped. Let's go. Actually, who has the lighting materia? He has the lighting materia, okay.
Alright, let's go to the elevator. Da 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 da. Ooh, what is this lemon break? Select Fang. Cool. Oh, right. Okay, guy number 1 blew up. Big shot. Because it's on a separate elevator, we have to use magic and Barrett's cannon gun to attack it. Woo! Okay. Oh, hello. It's not a particularly challenging boss if you're equipped for it decently. Ooh, ooh, Barrett. Oh, thank God. Alright, Why do you want to fight me? Ah, shit. You won the Promised Land and Sephiroth. That's right. Did you know that Sephiroth is an ancient? Whatever, I can let either you or Sephiroth have the Promised Land. I see, I guess we won't be allies. Shit, I hit the wrong button and now Cloud has literally no materia. Okay, cool. Love it. Alright. I'm gonna die. Hey, that's all for today. Oh, I actually beat him? I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it just because it's like, I can't believe I survived. Let's give Cloud of Fire elemental combo. I don't have enough materia to pack everyone. Oh, I have 3 alls? That's new. Okay. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. Let me start by using some magic on myself. Where do I exit? I still can't believe I survived that fight. I was totally not expecting that to happen. I was like, it ought to saved. I'm sure I'll be able to pick it up from right before the fight and actually equip Cloud with shit. Where's Rufus? Couldn't finish him. This is gonna get complicated.
I'll go on ahead. Shit, we're surrounded. If I was alone, this wouldn't be a thing, but I got a reputation to protect.
Yell, get out while you can. It's not you they're after, it's me.
Yeah, well, that ain't happening. You got cut up into Silver Marlene. Now it's my turn to help you. Okay, playtime's over, jackasses.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett.
Who are you calling Mr. Barrett? That don't sound right.
Well then. If you are through talking, may I suggest that we think of a way to get out of here?
Huh? Oh yeah. You're cool, man. Just like someone else around here I know.
Did you say something?
No, not a thing. So what are we gonna do?
Barrett!
Tifa, where's Cloud?
Everyone, over here!
Huh? What's up? Where's Cloud?
He's coming! Hurry, hurry! Yeah! Okay, control the bike, save your friends. Switch is left, okay is right. Menu, cancel. Let me get, Red and Aerith in there. Let's enjoy this track for a second. Or do I want Barrett? Nah, let's keep these people. Ba, 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 ba. All right, let's do it. Let me tell you, this is not fun in the least. It's so hard to understand where the hitbox of these jerks is. Oh my god. Like, I appreciate that this looked really dope, but it is not fun to play. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing? Oh. Alright, end of the road. Alright, perfect. Just needed some healing. Let's see, what do you have? Maybe Red should rather just use ice. Alright. Easy peasy.
Well, what do we do now? Sephiroth is alive. I have to settle the score. Will that save the planet?
It seems so.
Then, I'm going.
I'll go too. There are things I need to know.
About the ancients?
Many things. I guess it's goodbye, Midgar.
I'm going back to my hometown. I'll go with you as far as Dad.
I guess this is the start of our journey. You hate traveling? I don't know, but I don't have anywhere else to go. So I guess it doesn't really matter whether I like to travel or not.
We told Eric's mom to go somewhere safe, so Marlene should be safe too.
Yeah, she should be. She said she didn't want to stay in Midgar anymore. Maybe it's for the best. You know what? This is the first time I've ever left Midgar.
Really, are you worried?
A little. No, maybe a lot. But I have a bodyguard, right?
Then, let's go.
We're here for a journey. Of course, that could all be me.
You think so? I think it should be Cloud.
shit. Alright. Go northeast to a town called Calm. If something happens, we'll meet up there. Besides, we can't all be strolling out here. It's too dangerous. Let's split it into two parties.
Okay, let's get Aerith and Barrett. We'll see it calm. Alright, okay. Let's remove all materia from everyone. We all have a good carbon bangle. Do you have anything better to equip? No, huh? Okay. So we're gonna have a restart all. We're gonna give Barrett cover. Let's use enemy skill. Let's give her steel. Little elemental fire always helps. Lightning Gall is nice. Give you steel. Sense, poison. Ice. And is that literally all the materia equipped? Yeah, okay. Oh, we also need to put people back on the right area. On the world map, access the menu anytime and select save to save your game. Oh boy, okay. We need to fight some things to get our first enemy skill. What are these? Yeah, okay. Mind Blow really just only does MP damage. Yeah! Alright, we can now head to Calm. What the fuck? What is this thing? Devil Ride.
Alright, let's make a new save on the new slot. Because you always save before you enter a new area.
This is calm.
I wonder if everyone's there already. Let's hurry over to the inn.
Get over here.
Oh, by the way, we're already past what Remake covered. So, we're already in stuff that we're gonna be seeing in Rebirth. Cloud, you're late.
Yo, man, you're late.
Dude, you were like 30 seconds ahead of me. Sorry to keep you waiting. Guess everyone's here now.
So let's hear your story. You know, the one about Sephiroth and the crisis of the planet. Let's hear it all.
I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends.
You call that a friend?
Yeah, well, he was older than me and hardly ever talked about himself. So I guess you'd call us war buddies. We trusted each other until one day. One day? After the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against the Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. Flashback time! Sure is raining hard. Hey, how you doing? I'm alright. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness. Everything okay? Hey. Oh, actually, I wanted to give Sephiroth Aerith's voice to keep it consistent. Settle down. They gave me some new materia! Can't wait to use it! Just like a kid. You're going to brief us about this mission? This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say that? I didn't soldier to be like you. But by the time I made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission. Kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? I thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old macro reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we'll dispose of those creatures. Then, we'll locate the problem and neutralize it.
Real creatures? Where?
Just kidding. To make a reactor at Nibelheim.
Nibelheim?
That's where I'm from! Hometown.
Sir, something strange just crashed into the truck.
That would be our monster. Notice the HP versus the HP. Damn. Sephiroth's strength is incredible. He is far stronger in reality than any stories you may have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Me? I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim.
How does it feel? It's your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? So how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown.
How about your parents?
My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father... What does it matter? Alright, let's go.
You keep wandering around here and you'll get in trouble.
Being on watch is so boring. Just sit that, it's your job, right? I'll come and talk to you once in a while, just stick with it.
The Mako smells pretty bad here.
Yo, wait a minute!
Isn't that, the name of Sephiroth's mother? I remember Genova. That's the damn headless spook living in the Shinra building.
That's right. Barrett, would you please let us hear what Klaus has to say? You can ask questions later.
Tifa was only...
Okay, Clark, continue. The childhood friends reunite. I was really surprised with Tifa. The town was quiet. Everyone must be in their houses, afraid to come out because of the monsters. No, maybe they're afraid of us. We leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure he gets to sleep early. All we need is one lookout, so you others get some rest. Oh, and you may visit your family and friends. Alright, so this should be Tifa's house. Cloud? You going to my house? Yeah. I thought you might be home. Oh, go upstairs. Cloud? Did you go into my room? Yeah. Received orthopedic underwear. Cloud!
It's true.
Cloud, we're talking about something really important here.
Okay, I was just kidding.
The letter. Did you read it? My letter?
Yeah.
You remember what it said? I remember clearly. I read it. It was a letter addressed to Tifa from the son of the guy that runs the general store. Tifa, how are you? I just arrived in Midgard 8 days ago. Yesterday, all of Nibelheim got together to welcome me. The only person we couldn't get a hold of was Cloud. Everyone said he wasn't really that close to us. So even if we asked, he probably wouldn't have come anyway. Well, enough about him. Midgard is really something. But to tell the truth, I feel so behind on everything. So out of it. Even the rooms of people in the slums are clean. Right now I'm living in the slums, but I plan to move to a really nice room like the old ones I've seen in magazines once I make some money. But to do that, I guess I have to find a job first. That's right, I still haven't found a job yet. I lied to my parents and told them I found a great job with Shinra Inc. I wonder if it's too late to get back. Sometimes I think I should have taken over my parents' store.
Yeah, I remember. Because there was some stuff about me.
I just made it here to Midgard, but all I think about is Nibelheim. Hey, Tifa, is that stupid old water tower still working? Is the old man at the inn doing well? Are my parents still at the shop every day? Have any monsters attacked? And most of all, how are you, Tifa? It feels like I haven't seen you for years. We were all talking about you last night. Everyone likes you. But because everyone idolizes you, I couldn't very well stab them in the back. I always acted cool, but actually I was just afraid of being jilted. Wow, if I keep writing like this, it'll become a love letter. So, I think I'll stop here.
Take care, I'll write again. Yes, write me back, okay? What else do we do? Why are you not out?
Yeah, gemmed on it.
This was necessary for us to eventually get an elemental materia. There's really nothing major to do in town, so I'll just go and talk to Sephiroth.
This whole end's booked up by Shinra for tonight. Cloud? Is it you, Cloud? It must have been 2 years. Hey, you've really moved up in the world being under Sephiroth's command. Yeah, I have, old man.
That's right. What are you looking at? The scenery. It feels like I know this place. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon.
Yeah, let's get some sleep.
I've hired a guide to the Mako reactor. I heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her. Once the guide gets here, we're heading out.
Listen to me, Sephiroth, in case something happens.
Trust me. I'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you.
Tifa, you're the guide?
That's right. To happens I'm the #1 guide in this town.
It's too dangerous. I can get you involved in this.
There's no problem if you protect her. Let's go.
Mr. Sephiroth, please let me take one picture for a memento. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? Cheese! Great, thank you. I'll give each of you a copy once it gets developed.
The Mako reactor was built in Mount Nebo. The cold mountain air of Mount Nebo was the same. It gets harder from here. Follow me. Yeah, Masamune. Gold armlet. Tough ring. Revive, restore, earth, all. Fire. Lightning, all, ice, all. I got preemptive, which I guess it's nice. Buster Sword, Iron Bangle, Power Wrist. Oh, the bridge! Wow, that was a shitty bridge. Everyone seems to be alright. Will we be able to get back? These kids are intertwined, like an ant farm. Oh, and Sephiroth. One person seems to be missing. It may sound cruel, but we have no time to search for him. We can't go back, so we must go on. We'll travel together from here.
What's this?
A mysteriously colored cave. It must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako reactor was built here.
Yeah, no, let's go this way.
And what's this? A Mako fountain. It's a miracle of nature. It's so beautiful. If the Mako reactor continues to suck up the energy, this fountain will dry up too. Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to see materia in its natural state.
By the way, why is it that when you use materia, you can also use magic too?
You're in soldier and didn't even know that? The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic. Or so they say.
Magic, a mysterious power. Can I say something funny?
A man once told me never to use unscientific terms like mysterious power. It shouldn't even be called magic. I still remember how angry he was.
Who was that?
Hojo Shinrank, an experienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. A Mako fountain, so this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. Alright, we've got to the reactor. We finally made it. We sure took the long way, though.
Tifa, you wait here.
I'm going inside too. I want to see. Only authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. But take care of the lady. Man. Better take real good care of me then.
Whoa. This is Genova, right? It won't open. What the fuck?
This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. Why did it break? Now I see, Hojo. But doing this will never put you on the same level as Professor Gust. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy. That is,
when it's working correctly. Now, what does Mako energy become when it's further condensed? Oh yeah, it becomes materia! Right, normally. But Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. Look through the window.
Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is that?
Normal members of Soldier are humans that have been showered with Mako. You're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They've been exposed to a far higher degree of Mako than you.
Is this some kind of monster?
Exactly. And it's Hojo of Shinra that produced these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's why these monsters really are.
There are members of Soldier? You mean you're different? Hey, Sephiroth!
No. Was I? Was I created this way too? Am I the same as all these monsters? Sephiroth! You saw it. All of them were humans.
Human? No way!
Ever since I was small, I felt that I was different from the others. Special in some way. But not like this. Am I human?
I didn't really understand what Sephiroth meant then.
I was even more surprised that Shinra was producing monsters.
Damn it, Shinra. The more I hear, the more I hate him.
Would have ever thought the Mecha Reactor held such a secret? That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barrett?
Why are you talking to me?
Yeah, maybe so. Want to take a breather here? Make sure to save this. Alright. Tifa, were you waiting outside then? Yes. We returned to Nibelheim. Sephiroth confined himself to the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. Then all of a sudden he just disappeared, right?
We found him inside the biggest building in Nibelheim. The villagers used to call it the Shinra Mansion. Long ago, people from Shinra used to live in that mansion. Alright, I'm gonna go check in. You guys chill. He's my buddy. You know, we have a close connection. I'm sure he'll listen to me. Sephiroth! 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 Sephiroth's your pal Cloud. Where are you, Sephiroth? You hear me? Sephiroth! Yo, Sephi! Buddy! Where are you? There's a sound of Sephiroth, but I know I saw him going to this room. Ooh. Secret entrance.
An apparently dead organism was found in 2000-year geological stratum. Professor Gas named the organism Genova. X year, X months, X day. Genova confirmed to be an ancient. X year, X month, X day. Genova project approved. The use of Macroreactor 1 approved for use. My mother's name is Genova. Genova Project. Is this just a coincidence? Professor Gast, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die?
Yo, Sephiroth, you cool? You good? Can I do something for you?
Let me be alone.
You sure? You don't want my hand? Oh wow, this is a big library. I see young Cloud being a big himbo. Okay, well, I'll leave you alone then, Sephiroth.
Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra mansion.
They continued to read as if he were possessed by something, and not once did the light in the basement go out.
Oh man, how long is it taking? Is it done? We could check on him. Yo, Sephi! How's it going, Sephi?
Sephiroth seems different.
Yo, Sephi! Sephi, buddy! We're supposed to go drinking together tonight. What are we doing? Sephi! Yo, Sephi, you good? You good, man? Yeah, what's up? Did you see something funny?
Who is it? Traitor.
Traitor?
You ignorant traitor, I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, and then move on. At the end of their hard, long journey, it was said they would find the promised land and supreme happiness. But those who disliked journeying appeared. They stopped their migrations, built shelters, and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Those are your ancestors.
Sephiroth, I thought we were buddies. Like, what's up, man? Talk to me.
Long ago, disaster struck the planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to multiply. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports.
What does it have to do with you?
Don't you see? An ancient named Genova was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. The Genova Project. The Genova Project wants to produce people with the power of the ancients, or the Cetra. I am what was produced.
Produced? What do you mean, bro?
Yes. Professor Gas, leader of the Genova Project and genius scientist, produced me. How?
How did he? Sephiroth, buddy?
Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother.
Buddy, where you going? What's up? Why are you speaking in riddles, bud? We're bros, right? Yo, where you going? We're bros, right?
Yo, Sephiroth, where are you? Don't leave me hanging here, bro. I'm here, bro. Whoa! What the fuck happened? Hey, it's you. You're still sane, right? Then come over here and help me. I'll check this house. You check that one over there. Tifa! No. This one? Terrible. Sephiroth, this is too terrible. He does look badass. Yo, Sephiroth, bro. Bro, talk to me, bro. What are you doing, bro?
Papa. Sephiroth? Sephiroth did this to you? Sephiroth, Soldier, Mecha Reactor, Shinra. I hate them all!
No, Tifa! No! Why you take that sword? No! Don't do it!
Mother, I'm here to see you. Please open this door. How could you do that to Papa and all the townspeople? Out of my way.
No!
Oh. Oh.
Tifa!
You promised. You promised that you'd come when I was in trouble.
Yo, bro, I'm not kidding around anymore. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Mother, let's take the planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the promised land.
Sephiroth! My family, my hometown! How could you do this to them?
They've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. But they... those worthless creatures are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you. So don't worry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What about my sadness? My family, friends, the sadness of having my hometown taken away from me. It's the same as your sadness. We're both sad boys.
My sadness? What do I have to be sad about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to be the leader of this planet. I have orders to take the planet back from you stupid people for the Cetra. What should I be sad about?
Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. Oh yeah, he's gonna kick your butt. And that's the end of my story.
Wait a damn minute, that's it? No more?
I don't remember.
What happened to Sephiroth?
In terms of skill, I couldn't have killed him.
Official records state Sephiroth is dead. I read it in the newspaper. Shinrank owns the newspapers, so you can't rely on that.
I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened.
I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too. A lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Genova? It was in the Shinra building, right?
Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar.
Someone carried that later? It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth?
Damn, none of this makes sense. I'm gone. And I'm leaving the thinking to you. Yo, Cloud, let's get a move on.
Right, I guess? Yeah.
Great.
Yo, come on, let's go.
Oh, brother. Cloud? How bad was I after Sephiroth stabbed me? I thought you were a goner. I was so sad. Ancients, Cetra, Genova, Sephiroth, and myself. Let's go. Barrett's waiting. What a fascinating story. Oh, Cloud, let me give you this. It says the menu is like PHS can only be used on the world map or at a safe point.
PHS will put us into constant contact with each other.
I'm going on ahead. Can reach it, can reach it, can reach it. Can't reach it. Damn! Oh, hey. Got it. Alright, what's there to do in Calm? Thanks to Mako Energy, life's pretty damn convenient thanks to Shinra. Don't you think?
You're full of it.
But I hate to think of what life would be like without Mako Energy. Oh, actually, you also have an ether that I'm gonna steal. Yeah, that's right.
That's what you get for being a Mako sympathizer.
Hell yeah. Just robbing people blind in their homes.
Didn't you say you came from Midgar? I used to live there too. But I heard you got lots of troubles lately. a suspicious-looking man in a black cloak. He was carrying a mean-looking sword. Yeah. Just robbing you blind. All the brothers so stupid. He's so embarrassing I could just puke. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a soldier. That's why I'm training hard right now. Peacemaker. Is it true that Shinra makes monsters?
It's true.
Yeah, well, either way, as long as we use reactors, we can stand up to Shinra. The world's at peace. All's well.
You say so, bud.
It seems there was this group called Avalanche running around, but I guess Soldier finally wiped them out. Shinra's trying to eliminate anyone who stands up to them. It don't matter if we like it or not. Shinra's taking over and we gotta live with it. I heard terrorists bombed at a nuclear reactor. There have been a lot of dangerous accidents recently. I hate it, just hate it. Stay out of the kitchen!
Whoa.
I already have 5/10s. I'm good. We're gonna buy Earth, and we're gonna buy Heal. And that's most of my money gone. Ah. Okay, let's see what they have. We have better. I believe we have this, we just... No, we haven't. I thought I had stolen it, but apparently not. And yeah, I'll buy the cannonball, because the mithril claw will be able to steal, but this I will buy. I'll give you heal. Actually, let me give heal all to Barrett. And then I'll pop Earth on Aerith. I guess... Oh, Cannonball makes it... Oh, it's not long range anymore. That's the problem. So at that point, I would probably just rather use these.
but I gotta make sure to move him back to the front line. Alright. Okay, VHS is how we swap party members. I think that's gonna do it for tonight. Again, I did a longer stream earlier, Final Fantasy VII, so, sorry, I have Resident Evil 7. So we're gonna keep this one a little shorter. Next time, we're gonna pursue Sephiroth and do some, like, optional stuff like Chocobo, things like those. So, yeah. So thank you for watching. You can find me at twitch.tv/gameswithnick. And my VODs are on youtube.com/gameswithnick, usually posted about a week later. Good stuff being uploaded every day on the YouTube channel, so free to check those out if you missed the streams. I will be back probably no sooner than Wednesday afternoon, when we'll play The Longest Journey, Part 2. But which, I mean, this is gonna be our second stream of The Longest Journey. Maybe sometime on Thursday, depending on how I feel, and definitely on Friday afternoon with some more Tomb Raider. So, thank you for watching, and until next time.